Good morning, students. I'm Pragati, your psychology teacher, and today I'm going to start the next part of the chapter 2, that is the post-Freudian theory. Till now, we have talked about how the Sigmund Freud been working over personality, what kind of theories he have given. We have studied about id, ego, superego, conscious, unconscious, subconscious mind, and also we have studied about the 5 stages of development of personality theory, that is psychosexual theory of Sigmund Freud. Now after Sigmund Freud, within many of the students were working, many followers of Sigmund Freud were working with him, but some due to criticism they were want to proceed in the personality theory more further. So there were those psychologists work over their theory within broader aspect and to express all other characteristics of an individual personality, which we have been going to talk in this post-Freudian theory. In this we have talked about that how does the post-Freudian theory work. This is also known as neo-factor theory, which means the new theory being developed in the modern time after Freud, after Sigmund Freud, whichever theories were come through his students, followers or other psychologists, each or every theory has been known as neo theory or post-Freudian theories. Okay, here are some of the psychologists, for example Carl Jung, Karen Horry, then Alfred Adler, Erich Fromm and Erik Erikson, those who have given different kind of their concepts over personality. Okay, the theories being developed over personality according to their point of view. So we have been taking one by one. First of all, the first one is Carl Jung. Carl Jung is one of the most famous psychologists who have given a good contribution to personality, and even he have explained about that how the Sigmund Freud have worked, and he have also worked with him for a longer time. So in this theory he have explained a lot of things which Sigmund Freud has not explained. Sigmund Freud theory was basically depended upon the sexual desires, and all things will be moving around that particular aspect. But in his theory, in Carl Jung theory, he said that everything is not related with that sexual desire, but we have some of the inherited characteristics, means from birth, the characteristics which are from birth or coming from past generations to us is being known as the characteristic or forming our personality in a गुड फॉर्म. मतलब हमारी पर्सनालिटी को एक अच्छे फॉर्म में बनाने के लिए या फिर हमारी पर्सनालिटी को एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए कि किस तरह से वो डेवलप होती है, कुछ करेक्टरिस्टिक्स हमारे अंदर बर्थ से होते हैं. ठीक है, दीज आर बीन द बेसिक थिंग विच इज नोन एज एनालिटिकल psychology. Analytical psychology is something in which is related to the archetype. Archetype means inherited, which is in us from birth. From birth. In this he said that all the mankind, all the human beings have collective consciousness, means they have complete consciousness, awareness of the society, environment at in some aspect. For example, in our book they have given an example of God or Mother India, Mother Earth, है ना. How does this being expressed? That God is a superpower to whom we have to worship, whether we move in any religion, any caste, any tribe, anywhere, but they've been worshipping the supernatural power, and that is being considered as God. So everyone have a one kind of basic concept over God. So this has been explained by Charles Jung, that some of the things are there in us from the birth, and we've been aware about such kind of thing, and it affect over our conscious levels and also over our personality. So there are important terms, that is analytical psychology, archetype, and then related to the collective consciousness. Okay, moving further, then it comes to Karen Horney. Karen Horney was a female who have been talking about the theory. In this, he have said that Charles Sigmund Freud have never talked about the woman. They all the theories, whether it relate to id, ego, superego, conscious, unconscious, or the 5 stages, everything was revolving around men. They've been always the subject was the man, and they've been studying about their behavior, which is not exactly the same, because there are the women who need to be also understand. Their behavior should also be studied. So in this, in her theory, she have explained about different factors, and also tell the reason how that the human in human beings, human behavior is being influenced. Like women's are the social cultural factor, is the major factor which has been dependent. Their characteristics, their behavior, their nature, all the personality of a lady or a woman is being developed just because of their surrounding, the social, the cultural factor. You will be observing there is our society always pointing out women, explaining them how to wear clothes, how to move, how to study, how to move further in their life, what they should do, what they should not do. So all these things been affecting a lady or a woman lives in one or the other way, their personality, and that has been studied by Karen Horney. She has been saying that at this whenever there is some of the psychological disorder being caused, the major disturbance is due to the interrelationship with the individuals, family members, or with anyone. Because whenever a woman does not have a good relationship or does not have any good things in their lifestyle, so it affects them mentally, and it stress them at high aspect. And we being the women never express it in and high gratitude as the men do. They've been showing their aggression very highly, but women never show that. They never express their feelings in a very outgoing way. Whether moreover they keep their secrets inside it much more, or their behavioral aspects, due to one thing, that my family members, parents, or my loved ones doesn't get affected with the feeling of mine. Okay, all that things are there, due to which there is psychological disturbance. The major reason psychological disturbance has been caused due to interpersonal relationship, because their interpersonal relationships are not so much healthy. Then we've been moving towards Alfred Adler. Alfred Adler is an individual, he has been talking about individual psychology. In his psychology, he said that every individual, means every human being, have their own goals, have their own desires, have some or the other way they are having some urges, urge, or some types of things which always motivate them. Okay, so motivation is one of the most important form for the goal direction, and it is this kind of behavior is being observed in every individual. Whenever we don't get the things according to our desires, then we move, or we do some trials and work out over that to achieve that goal. Okay, so it is goal directed, and over the influence due to this goal direction, inferiority complex is the one of the major characteristics or trait which has been observed in human being. Because when we love something and we have achieved it with full of hard work, then we get a complex towards it, and we've been so get possessive towards that particular thing that we don't want to share it with anyone, whether it is in a relationship or any expensive thing or how something, whatever you can take. Okay, तो कोई भी चीज़ जिसके लिए हमें बहुत हार्ड वर्क से मिली हो और हम उसे शेयर नहीं करना चाहते, तो उसके लिए हमारे में पॉसेसिवनेस आ जाती है, और किसी चीज़ को पाने के लिए हमें हमेशा एक अर्ज रहती है कि हमें ये चीज़ चाहिए. प्लस देयर इज़ वन मोर पॉइंट इन दिस कि वी ऑलवेज गेट एन इन्फ्यूरिटी दैट I have these capabilities, and these capabilities are not so much good, or we compare ourselves with others. Okay, one or other sense. So Alfred Adler has explained about the individual psychology, that every human psychology is dependent upon goal direction, and the goal is not only psychosexual goal, but it is not for the pleasure of sexual activities, but other goals also, which completes our basic needs, desires, or whatever things which have been not fulfilled in our life, and to achieve that we are working. Okay, we've been fighting with the society. Okay, then next, the enriched form has also talked about that the social orientation personality traits develop for experiences. Means he say that whatever our behavior is, however the behavior is, we've been always working as we are working for the society, the environment, everything, the culture, traits, norms is affecting our characteristics and norms and society, and this is being influenced and affected by the towards our personality traits. Like if you take an example, simple example, there are different religion societies. In society, most different cultures are there. Some are Punjabis, some are Banyas, some are Jats, है ना. All kind of traits are cultures are there, or religion or caste are there. So everyone have their particular norms, regions to follow up, right? So it's not always been said that is this trait being followed by the other. The one who is living in Punjabi family would be having some particular traits and factors which will be not found in Baniya family or Jat family. Similarly, some traits of Jats would be only there in these kind of people and their society or their culture, not in the other one. Okay, as so Indian and Western culture or European culture differentiate on the characteristics. How these characteristics has been defined by the social differences, and these social orientations make our personality trait, and these have been achieved through our experiences. We've been experiencing from small age to a younger age, and due to this is we've been learning some or the other things. For example, desires from freedom and striving for truth and justice. This is we always have want that everything happen with us in form of justice, and also that freedom, desire of freedom is very important in an individual. Also, we always fight for truth and justice. So these are some of the social factors in which we have been working. Our law has been made to achieve these things, that no empowerment or any injustice being done in the society. So enriched form said that the society norms, social orientations, how this has been made affect any human personality and an high extent. Okay, then Erik Erikson. Erik Erikson was also one of the major psychologists who have explained about the personality and also explain about different stages of development. As in psychoanalytical theory, the Sigmund Freud explained only the 5 stages, and he explained it till the teenager. But the Erik Erikson said that development is thing in which work for lifelong. Okay, which work for lifelong. Development is a process which work for the long life. We have been also studied in the branch of psychology, developmental psychology, in which we study from conceiving a baby to death of a young one. Okay, sorry till the old age. So all that has been studied. Physical growth stops after some age, but the mental and other development took place till the end. We've been learning one or the other thing, different thing, complete life, and that has been studied by Erik Erikson. And in his theory, he have explained us this only, that development work for the long life. This was something in which ego identity has been also well explained. He explained that how do our ego work, and due to our ego how do we strive for the things. मतलब अगर हमारी ईगो हर्ट होती है तो हम कैसे रिएक्शंस देते हैं, डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म्स कैसे यूज़ करते हैं, और अपनी ईगो को बचाने के लिए हम किस तरह से काम करते हैं, वो चीज़ भी एरिक एरिक्सन ने समझाई है. After this, he have talked about the identity crisis. Identity crisis is something in which he have explained that every individual find out his identity in adolescent age, or you can say in a teenage. From 12 year, after 12, 13 to 19 year of age, we used to find out our true identity. If a child able to find out the true identity of himself or herself, then he become a positive human. But if doesn't happen so, then it affect his complete life, his personality, behavior, everything, and forms negative characters in his behavior. Okay, her or his behavior. So these were the psychologists who were explaining after Freud that how do personality differentiate and some of the characteristics. Only particular kind of psychosexuality is not the base of the line, but other more factors are also responsible or related to one or the other. Okay. Now, what we have not talked about, the criticism of psychoanalysis. All these psychologists have criticized Sigmund Freud at one or the other respect, due to which they have formed their own theories. And the one is that the whole case theory is studied on the basis of case studies and no scientific basis. There is no scientific proofs, no scientific base of any theory. It has been only studied on the case study. Case study means we have kept a subject, over that we have been studying how his behavior is changing, and then we wrote a theory. Okay. Second point, small and atypical samples were used. Like some of the samples are there for the 3000. The data need to be collected for 3000, 2000, 10,000 or 700, and like this. If it is being collected, then we would get good assumptions or rate of things. But in his theory, very small and very typical kind of data has been collected. Like 100 people were studied, only on 100 people only have been studied and then put on the society. So this is not putting the right way, or it is not showing the right way of psychoanalytic theory. Then moving further, concepts cannot be tested scientifically. What they said, that we will not able to study the concepts scientifically, as he have given the id ego, super ego. It is also based on some or the other factor, the case study. We cannot study it scientifically. Okay. So this is the thing, that there is no particular data through which we can study about the topic. Then last, only males are used as a prototype of human behavior. Means human beings means living organism, the human species, and they have two kind of species, that is male and female, and also the third one, those are bisexual or heterosexual, है ना? So there are three kinds of genes who have been known for the human, but we are only studying on males. Why so? Why we are not studying on transgenders, or why we are not studying on females? Yes, the complete study was over only males, which is not a proper study. So this is a major criticism due to which all these psychologists has explained their theories in a different aspect. Okay, so do read the stories, the theories also you need to read it and then make notes on this. After finishing the topic, we will do the discussion over your doubts, and tomorrow there will be your doubt session class only. I will be clearing your doubts, so please, if you have any doubt till now, just WhatsApp me or comment under my video so that I can make a video based on your doubts. Okay students, thank you and have a nice day.